kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blair. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the New Mexico Lobos offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunity.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the play fake. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Got his man! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators...
There he goes! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hills. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back in Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask for a freshman.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air, it's Underwood. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
The opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rides to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow, he is the guy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hills. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Lobos decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Hills. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Sets up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on...
He makes the ground. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Blair. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need...
Turning it on! Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Hills. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one or a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
is in the air on 4th down. And they'll have to settle for it being marked down just outside their own 40-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Haynes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Got his man quickly. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Blair. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down for back at their own 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's on.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over the Stallions. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 25. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. It's a running room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Simpson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Michigan.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blair. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Hills. Looking to scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Blair. It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught
it. Looking for a man. It's Hills. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pressure coming. And the defense gets bruised, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under fire. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Lobos will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To throw, it's Underwood. Buys a little time. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to set up the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Moore. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun to give to the back. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The Wolverines have it with a first and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 31 over the Groupers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. Spin, still running. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. He's loose. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. we will get another look at this New Mexico offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move, it's McKinney. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Lobos will punt this one away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle, it's Simpson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A low-line drive and not his best work. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the 4th quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quarterback moving. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. Get the lead. Because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they grab it in the end zone. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. from the gun, running back on the move. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Lobos send out the punt unit. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they... something together here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Hand off from the shotgun. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback, taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up by 23 over UTEP. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's McKinney. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Lobos will call on their punt team. And they'll haul down. Turner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And the defense is still fine. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Trying to make Kearney on the Jets. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And how about that for a cabaret 43-yard run for 6? Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation